What's up guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 36 of Let's Build a City. Today we're building a modern bakery. So yeah. Let's make a modern bakery.
What's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make a modern bakery for all of your city building needs. If you enjoy this tutorial, please do remember to subscribe to the channel and click the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. It's very important because I really want to see what you guys want to see on the channel next. Feel free to leave a suggestion down below. I will definitely see it, and I may even make it, so you guys know what to do. Without any further ado, let's get started. Now, before we start building, ladies and gentlemen, here is how things are going to work. This tutorial is split into two parts. The first part of this tutorial is focused on the outside building, which requires all of these materials that I'm showing you on the screen.
Alright, let's grab the materials. So, we need some terracotta, white concrete, black concrete, stones.
Make sure that you have access to every single one of those and enough of them as well. It's worth mentioning that these are the first set of materials that we will need. And once we are done with those, we are going to move on to the inside of the build, which requires a whole new set of materials. These ones that I'm showing you on the screen right now. Now don't worry, you don't have to grab those right now, but we will be needing them later. So that's pretty much just a little heads up there. Feel free to grab those now or later, it's up to you. The amount of space required to make the bakery is a 13 by 16 block area on the ground. Feel free to make this grid in your world if you like. This will give you enough room to make the small sign outside of the bakery and the building itself. If we're talking about bushes and stuff and pathways, then you might need a little bit more room, but this is about the amount of space that you need. And that's it. Please gather all those materials, make sure that you have enough room to make it, even make the grid if you like. Once you're ready, and by the way, pause the video if you have to. Once you're ready, we can begin. Let the bake-off commence. So, the first thing that we are going to do is come all the way to the very front right-hand corner of our grid. We then want to move backwards by one block, and this is the starting position. So if you made the grid, we're both building in the exact same place, which is pretty cool. On top of this block, place 4 terracottas.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to go left by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connects down to the ground. But additionally, on top of that 7th block, I want you to extend upwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to extend across to the right and connect downwards back where we started to give us this shape. This shape is important because what we are going to do is we are going to extend the connection points where the terracotta connects horizontally. We are going to extend these particular points backwards by 10 blocks. You'll see what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this one right here, so where you can see it connects horizontally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Just gotta make sure that's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. We can connect those down, and furthermore down to the ground. We want to mirror the shape that we have on the front onto the back. This can be done in two ways, but I'm simply going to extend the connection points on the right backwards, and I am going to extend them across and connect them together in a nice cubic-ish sort of shape. Actually kind of reminds me of a giant, like, bubble capital letter A. You'll see what I mean in a second, like that. Okay, so the right side of the bakery isn't really designed to have any windows, although you can add them. I'm going to build the lower half of this build in using terracotta. The upper half of the build is quite different in many ways. We are going to place a layer of white concrete that kind of goes in and around the top of the bakery like this. It's actually going to sit just one row behind all of the empty space that we have acquired at the top of our bakery. So it's going to serve to add an additional colour to the bakery. It's going to give us a nice level of depth. And it's, well, I mean, it just looks better. I don't know what to tell you. It also serves as a nice place to put a sign as well. So that's what we've sort of accomplished by doing this. And of course, we have filled in the roof. Lower down, it also serves as a nice place to put a sign as well. So that's what we've sort of accomplished by doing this. And of course we have filled the roof. Lower down, I'm going to fill the back part of the bakery in. This is kind of like where you can purchase baked goods and stuff, cookies, cakes, all that sort of fun thing. So we are not going to have any space here. We don't want to have any windows because we need to put stuff on the wall. On the front of the build, however, we are going to have details. So, first thing that we're going to do is add where the entrance shall be. Take the very first place and move back by one. Place a black concrete next to that block with two on top. Place a light blue glass block going left with a black concrete left of that connected down to the ground. I want you to place two upside down quartz stairs coming across with a black concrete next to it and two black concrete on top. We are going to fill the window in with your favourite kind of glass. I would highly recommend glass pane. We want to place string coming across the front of the build here. The string doesn't strictly have to come across. We want to place string coming across the front of the build here. The string doesn't strictly have to come across the entirety of the build, but the main characteristics of the string, it's important that it is in front of the black concrete here on the left towards the black concrete here on the right. The reason being, and I guess I should have probably have had the carpet out instead, is because we want to add a nice little canopy in this position here, so it looks as though that it's connected to the wall like that. It just looks quite nice. We won't need these carpets again until later, until we start tackling the inside, so I'm going to get the walls back out again. On the left side of the build here, I want you to place a row of terracotta on the inside of the black concrete. I also want you to extend the entire row of terracotta outwards like this. It will be a row of 4. Add the row of terracotta on the side of the black concrete and extend the entire row outwards, including the block on top. I want you to take the upper terracotta block and extend it left by 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And connect down to the ground, like this. We are then going to extend that block backwards by 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And connect down. We are then going to extend that 10th block across the back of the build, again by 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Connects down. And then I would also recommend adding a row of terracotta just inside, like that. So, now that we have done that, I think that we might even also connect the terracotta coming forwards as well, just to kind of like fill in this area, turn it into a nice solid area. Well, the entire left side of the bakery can be filled in using terracotta. This entire wall doesn't have any windows or anything. Not that it can't be added, but you'll see why later when we tackle the inside. On the front and back of the bakery, however, we do have a lot of open window space. We're going to place 2 rows of black concrete inwards diagonally from the front of the bakery. And we are going to have glass in between them because the bakery is in part a little bit of a cafe as well. Quite often you'll find that in bakeries you can sit down and have a drink and enjoy the stuff that you just bought. So I kind of went with that sort of vibe here as well. We want the same on the back. So on the back again we're going to have the black concretes coming inwards from both sides diagonally with glass in between. I'd highly recommend the glass paint for this particular job because again, it's about depth. The reason that these builds don't look very flat, the reason that they look a little bit more interesting is because of the layers of depth that we've added. Once you have done that, I'm going to point out that the entire left side of the building has a canopy, which is basically just like a cloth overhang. It doesn't even have to necessarily be cloth, but it's usually nice and colourful. In front of this row of terracotta here, I want you to place a pattern. It can start with either one of these blocks, but it's important we place white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, white, yellow, or the inverse of that with yellow, white, yellow, white. You guys get the idea. We're also going to place this pattern on top of the terracotta, also like this. And we are going to extend all of these blocks backwards, and we are going to have those same blocks sit just below the window as well, or just above the window I should say. So it's going to basically mirror what we have done on the front. We're also going to add ceilings and stuff inside the bakery, so don't worry, this is all going to look nice and natural once we've finished it. So there you go, you can see we've got quite a nice little bakery. Now that we have done that, I think that we are now going to install the floor and the ceiling. There you go, you can see we've got quite and ceilings and stuff inside the bakery, so don't worry, this is all going to look nice and natural once we've finished it. So there you go, you can see we've got quite a nice little bakery. Now that we have done that, I think that we are now going to install the floor and the ceiling. The floor's quite easy because it's pretty much just smooth stone. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to dig a few rows in front of the bakery. Maybe like, I'm going to even it up with the pavement that I've kind of already got set up in this particular world. Your experience may vary. I don't know what sort of setup you guys have got for your particular worlds, whether you're building this in a city or a town or what have you. But the inside floor of my bakery is smooth stone because I kind of wanted, I don't know how to describe, kind of like a sort of old-fashioned sort of feel, like a just walking off the street feel. We brighten it up using carpet as well, so the contrast is quite nice. We've got something that's a little bit dark and grim, the smooth stone, but we've also got some nice colour, which is the yellow and the white, which the carpets that we will use as well. There we go. Okay, so the inside floor, as I said, is going to be smooth stone. You can feel free to change the colour of the floor. I'd probably recommend something nice and bright otherwise. Maybe even oak planks would work quite nicely, really. I mean, oak planks really do work quite well for floors, but something's telling you to use smooth stone. Nobody else is telling you to do that. You feel free to make your bakery in any way, shape or form that you like. But I'm just clearing all of this out, and I want you guys to do the same, except of course with your personal design decisions. We are also going to install a ceiling inside of the bakery. The ceiling is going to brighten things up a bit because we're going to use white concrete. The white concrete is dealing inside of the bakery. The ceiling is going to brighten things up a bit because we're going to use white concrete.
What are you doing?
I'm just having a look at what you're doing.
I'm busy right now.
Is that a man?
Please, just leave, please. I'm trying to build.
concrete is easy to figure out where it goes because it just sits in here just above the window. So that's all you've got to know. I mean, there is room to make a bit of an indentation in the ceiling and stuff to add some like fancy lights and stuff if you want to, but I'm just using white concrete for the ceiling here and also on the opposite side as well. I'm of two minds as to whether to keep the terracotta that we have here or whether to turn it into white concrete. I kind of want to keep the terracotta that separates the build into two different parts because it's a nice little separation between the two halves of the bakery, really. But I mean, that's your sort of decision. So, whilst we are in here, we are going to do a couple of things. For instance, in the back right-hand corner of the bakery, I want you to place a bit of counter space. It's going to be about 6 blocks wide, starting from the back corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. We're going to use terracotta, and we're going to place a terracotta pillar next to this. We are going to leave a gap of 2, and we're going to have that same terracotta pillar here. So you see what I mean about the two different halves of the bakery. I want you to install another row of white concrete coming across to the right, like this. What we are also going to do whilst we're in here is we are going to just kind of like add another row of terracotta here next to this row of black concrete, and also here. So we're just kind of like shrinking the space. I want it to be deadly apparent that like this half is one half and that half is the other half, if that makes sense. Just like that. That's looking all quite good, to be honest with you. I think that that's kind of like a job well done. I think that the only thing that I kind of want to do is I want to knock out all this terracotta here, and I just want to have white concrete instead. So that's kind of like a structure. Like, that's kind of like for structural purposes, and then we've got the white concrete and everything else. So that's quite nice. We can decorate this a little bit later on. But
Hello, Huma, Mam, Edie, welcome to live stream.
So we've got everything else. So that's quite nice. We can decorate this a little bit later on. But whilst we are in here, there is a door that we have to add. The door is an iron one, so we're going to need birch buttons to place on the opposite side here. And then we can place our iron door in here, which can be placed either way. You can place it backwards to create depth, or you can place it either way. It doesn't really matter.
Hey.
Alright?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm busy building.
Huh?
I'm busy building.
You alright?
Hey, can you come in for a sec? Oh wait, I don't have school tomorrow, so...
No, you don't.
Me and you, Mario Kart.
Later?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to?
Until Mum tells us it's bedtime. Alright. I just told my dad that we're playing Mario Kart tonight.
You don't just want to come off Mario Kart and then go straight to bed. You come off Mario Kart and then you go to bed not long after.
Yeah.
So we're going to need birch buttons to place on the opposite side here. And then we can place our iron door in here, which can be placed either way. You can place it backwards to create depth, or you can place it the other way, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to place a birch button on the other side as well, so that we can open and close the door as we please. The last two little bits of fun that we can add, we can use a little bit of oak leaves, and we can use a little bit of black concrete, item frames, spruce fence gates, spruce trapdoors, and some cake, or whatever it is you want to use. And you can feel free to add some leaves going around the bakery. Just to kind of black concrete, item frames, spruce fence gates, spruce trapdoors, and some cake, or whatever it is you want to use. And you can feel free to add some leaves going around the bakery, just to kind of keep things a little bit nature-orientated, or whatever it is you want to use. And you can feel free to add some leaves going around the bakery, just to kind of keep things a little bit more nature-oriented. Like, just a little bit like that, you know, around the back window, and maybe like around the side of the bakery, just a little bit like that. I mean, you could even have it extend forward a little bit if you wanted to. That's kind of up to you. I would highly recommend adding... I love so much in front of the bakery. So, for instance, like in front of the corner here, I'm going to place a black concrete with spruce fence gates underneath. I'm going to place spruce trapdoors along the left and right sides of the fence gate, a black concrete, and then on top as well, with an item frame in the front with an advertisement for cake, which is pretty hard to give up. I mean, if you see that, you kind of want to put it down. And then there we have, ladies and gentlemen, for the most part, the bakery. The only thing that we're missing is the sign, which I have specifically left until last. So I'm going to dump all of these materials because we're going to be using a crafting table, which we're going to slap down on the ground right now. And then we're going to, in the crafting table, we're going to start making our letters. So, B-A-K-E-R-Y. We're going to make that in order. So to make the B, first of all, we are going to place a white banner in the centre of the table. And we're going to use black dye and place black dye coming up the right side of the banner. Grab the new banner and place it in the centre of the table with black dye coming across the top of the banner. And I think just for easiness, we're just going to place the white dyes and the black dyes just in this top bar here because I think it will be a bit faster. Grab the new banner and place it in the middle of the table with black dye coming across the bottom. Grab the new banner and place it in the centre of the table with black dye coming up the left side. Grab the new banner and place it in the top middle of the table specifically and place black dye coming across the bottom. Now you see, that is the B. That is the B for the bakery, right? However, if you like, you can add some white dye around the outside of the letters, and that'll make them stand out a little bit more. However, I'm not sure whether I want to do that, so I'm going to start off by making the chunky letters, but all you would do to every single banner, depending on whether you want chunky letters or standing out letters, you place white dye all the way around the outside, and that's all you have to do, and then you can see it sticks out a little bit more. As a matter of fact, I mean, no, I'm gonna stick with this. That is a complete design choice, whether you want the standing out letters or not, but that is B anyway. You guys know what to do to make them a little bit better. So we're going to start off with a banner in the middle of the table with black dye coming across the top. Grab the new banner and place it in the centre of the table with black dye coming along the left side. Grab the new banner, place it in the middle of the table with black dye coming up the right side. Grab the new banner, place it in the top middle of the table with black dye coming across the middle of the table. And that is A. Once more, feel free to make chunky letters or non-chunky letters, but I think that they actually stand out a little bit better against the white background. And it's up to you. You can see the difference over there with black dominance, right? You can see the difference between chunky and non-chunky. Let's make K. So K is fairly simple. We are going to place a white banner in the middle of the table with a row of black dye coming up the left side. Grab the new banner and place it in the middle of the table and have black dye, or middle left of the table, and have black dye coming diagonally top left corner to bottom right. Grab the new banner and place it in the middle left of the table again with black dye. Yes, black dye, bottom left corner to top right corner. Grab the new banner and that is your K. Perfect. Everything's okay. We're going to now make E. Start with a white banner in the middle of the table with black dye coming off the left side.
Sassy baka.
And place it in the middle
Sassy
of the table.
bake. Sassy baki.
The new banner and place it
Baker.
in the top middle of the
Okay, I'm
table
just joking.
with black dye.
There we go, bakery.
Grab the new banner with the whatever off, place it in the so there you have the middle left of the table with a row of black dye, bottom left corner to top right, and there you have your perfection. So there you have bakery, ladies and gentlemen. Should you feel the need that you want to change the sign later, which I would absolutely recommend if you want to, feel free. Let's throw those banners away. You have those and put some Wi-Fi around them, and then you'll be able to decide what you want to do. So, this is the bakery, ladies and gentlemen. This is the building. We've done the outside building completely, although I might add a little bit of smooth stone to the right. We will now move on to the inside of the bakery.
Before I do the inside, I need to add a road because everything stands out with a road. Who else is gonna drive? Anyway, guys, the reason why I steal TSMC's Minecraft's thumbnails is because I kind of want my videos to stand out more, and I'm inspired by TSMC Minecraft's live stream series called Stream City. So TSMC, if you're watching this, please do not sue me, because I actually really love your videos. So I have actually, because I just want to stand out my videos. I'm very sorry if I do steal your thumbnails. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna apologize again. I'm very sorry if I stole any of your thumbnails. If I accidentally stole every single thumbnail from you, then you can apologize. I'm very sorry. But I just want my videos to stand out more. Anyway, with that out the way, let's make the inside of the bakery.
Require all of these materials that I'm showing you on the screen.
Alright, I can grab white concrete, coarse stairs, oak fence, white carpet, yellow carpet, white glass, white glass pane, furnace. I'm just gonna grab everything, like chests, item frames. Now we need to open this up. Need torches, and flower pots. Where the flower pots at? Greedy flower pots. Oh, where are you? There you go. And now we need. I'll grab poppies. If they're not poppies, then I'll just switch them out later. Paintings. Armor stands. Where's the armor stand? Oh, armor stand. Where are you, bee? There you are. The leaves. Of course, he uses oak leaves, so just grab these. Grab the oak leaves. Brewing stands. That's what you grabbed, right? Yeah. Yep. Brewing stands. Perfecto. Perfection. I'll just grab the food later.
Right now, please grab absolutely every single one of those. We need all. Once you do have all of those, we can move on to the inside. And that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to grab them all for myself. Alright, cake lovers, I have gathered all the materials.
Sorry, guys.
Make sure that you have all of them for yourself as well. You can pause the video if you have to make sure that you've got more. And once you're ready, we can get this party started. We have cake. It's a party. So the first thing that we're going to do is come inside the bakery. As you might imagine, to work on the inside, you have to come inside of the bakery. So the first thing that we're going to do whilst we're in here is, number one, we are going to extend the front counter here one row backwards. So the white concrete here, we're just going to extend it an extra row backwards right there. I wish I would have done that earlier. That's the only white concrete we'll be using. Well, on top of that white concrete, we're going to place a quartz stairs facing inwards. That's to make it look like a cash register. We're going to place something colourful in front of it, like a yellow carpet. And we're going to place a row of white stained glass pane coming across the front of the counter, leaving a gap of 1 here on the line. In front of this counter space, I want to place a pattern of yellow carpet and white carpet. So an alternating checkerboard, chessboard pattern, something like that, just in front, just to lighten the place a bit. Along the back wall here is where we are going to have our goods. So to cook those goods, we are going to have a double 2x2 furnace along this back wall. We're going to have 2 double chests coming across, and we're going to have item frames above the chests. We are going to be placing stuff inside of those a little bit later. Okay, so the rest of the bakery is kind of like, it's almost like a cafe, really, is like this. So inside of here, we are going to place some seats so that people can sit down and they can eat the stuff that they've just bought. Alright, so along this side wall, I'm going to place a quartz stairs coming inwards from both my concretes. I'm going to place an oak fence inwards from the stairs, with quartz stairs coming inwards from each fence. And I'm also going to place something like white concrete or what have you in the middle here. I want to use yellow carpet as table toppers. Additionally, I want to leave a gap of 2 between these 2 inward tables, and I want to place back-to-back. And I mean, we could even place something in between them like white concrete actually, and we can place oak fence on the sides of these with yellow carpets like this as tables. We're going to have a final table, which is going to be right here, I think, and all it's going to be is like just a quartz stairs with an oak fence and a yellow carpet here. I mean, maybe we'll even place a white concrete here too, just to kind of like keep it a little bit more private, you know? So we've got some tables now, they're all spaced out quite evenly, it looks quite nice. I'm also going to place some item frames on these walls above the stairs, so just like this. And I might even have one maybe like here too. I'm going to get rid of all these, and I'm going to grab some decorating materials. So I'm going to use things like torches, flower pots.
Okay, I'm just going to put these out. I'll clean my inventory once the build's finished. So bam, 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 bam.
Poppies, paintings, armor stands, oak glues, glowstone, and some oak trapdoors. Not sure whether I want these last 2, but we're going to find out. So, around the bakery, I'm going to add some flowers. So, a flower pot here, and some oak trapdoors. Not sure whether I want these last 2, but we're going to find out. So, around the bakery, I'm going to add some flowers. So, a flower pot here on the counter with a poppy inside of it. That's quite nice. I'm going to do the same thing here as well, just behind the till. And I'm going to add one here as well. That looks quite good. I'm going to place 2 oak leaves on the white concrete that we have against the wall. I want to have a painting near where the doorway is here. So for the painting, I specifically want, I don't know if this will block it, the glowstone one. I specifically want a 2x2 painting, and I quite like, I don't know if I like that one or not. That one kind of works. That one's alright actually, that'll do fine. We're going to have the painting on that wall there. Now we're going to light the place up a little bit. Oh, and by the way, I just kind of want an armor stand there. For some weird reason, I just kind of want an armor stand right there. I don't know why. It just makes sense to me. It speaks to me. So, I'm going to place torches in between the item frames on this wall. This will keep things nice and bright. I'm going to do the same thing here. Maybe I'll destroy that item frame there and place torches here. And then maybe I'll have just a little paint. It would do that one too. Okay, no painting, no nothing there, I guess. I'm going to have a little bit more light as well. So I'm going to have one just above this flower. Maybe even one on this opposite side. And maybe even just like one where the entrance and the armor stand is. And then I don't think we can get even more light. But the reason that I bought the glowstone and the oak trapdoors was to maybe install some lighting inside the ceiling, but I don't think that we're going to be using it at all, so they probably won't appear in the item list that I showed you. But feel free to add them into the ceiling if you like, but we're very nice and bright inside here already. The last thing that we need, which I haven't grabbed yet, is stuff to put inside the item frames. So what would we put inside the item frames for our bakery? Well, it's quite simple. Baked goods. Minecraft doesn't have that many baked goods that I know of, other than like bread, cake, pumpkin pie, and cookies. Of course we have baked potato, I guess that technically counts as is baked, but not what I'm looking for in a bakery. I don't go to a bakery to enjoy baked potato. I want cake. So I'm going to place in these item frames bread, cake, pumpkin pie, and some cookies. And I'm going to do the same along this back wall here as well. So just to kind of like really nail down this is what we're here for. We're here for the cookies. And you could even use some chests to further decorate the area. Maybe like you can place a double chest here. You could even place, say, like a drinks machine in this corner as well, like if you wanted to. I mean, that's not even a horrible idea. So, like, if you wanted to make something look like a drinks machine, maybe place a couple of white concrete here along the back. Weak idea. So, like, if you wanted to make something look like a drinks machine, maybe place a couple of white concrete here along the back. We can use a brewing stand, and we can use a simple flower pot. And that's all you need, like a brewing stand and a flower pot. Then that way, if you want, you know, maybe you can like make drinks and stuff too. And you could even place lighting frame above these or what have you. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is the entire inside complete as well. I hope that you have enjoyed this tutorial. I want to show you the entire build though before we do finish this one, before we wrap it up. So yeah, I guess I should do that, right? So here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have a nice, simple, kinda sorta modern bakery.
We have made a modern bakery. Once again, TSMC, I'm very sorry if I stole any of your thumbnails. I'm gonna tag him in the comments section, or yeah, I'm going to tag him in the comments section, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of me building TSMC's modern bakery. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out, guys.